Welcome to the Alfredo-Meter, the show where I buy, make, eat, sniff, caress lovingly, and rate various Alfredo dishes. I'll see you after the intro.
So here's how the Alfredo-Meter is going to work. Each Alfredo will be rated in 4 different categories: quality, price, overall, and grand rank. Quality will cover how good the Alfredo is based on things like taste, texture, volume, look, intangibles, and anything else I can come up with. I'll rate it with descriptors like garbage, good, and gorgeous. Price is the amount the Alfredo costs, which I'll rate with descriptors like cheap and expensive. The overall rating will be on a scale of 1 to 10 and can be summed up in this question: is the Alfredo fairly priced for its quality? For these first 3 categories, the Alfredos will be split up into 2 designations: store-bought and restaurant. Due to the innate difference in preparation and production they receive, store-bought Alfredos will be rated in comparison with other store-bought Alfredos, and restaurant ones with restaurant ones. After being rated in these 3 main categories, each Alfredo will move on to the grand rank. Starting today, the grand rank will be the Alfredo-Meter's constantly evolving, arbitrarily ranked based on my personal feelings alone, ultimate tier list of every kind of Alfredo that I try on the show. Box, restaurant, frozen, homemade, back alley, garbage dumpster. Anything I try on the show will be fair game to be ranked against each other from the F tier to the S tier. Alright, enough boring semantics. Today, to commence the first episode of the Alfredo-Meter, we have the legendary Pasta Roni Fettuccine Alfredo! Let's cook this bad boy up.
Now this is the best part. Whew. Whew. Yeah. Alright, here we are with the Pasta Roni Fettuccine Alfredo. This is a household favorite of my family's, and a household favorite of mine. Normally, I would put peas or something in this, but I thought for our first review, I want to go raw, no rubber, just a box of Pasta Roni.
Honestly, what bad thing is there to say about Pasta Roni Alfredo? I've been eating this stuff my entire life and have never gotten sick of it. You know what you're getting. Quality control is on point. I've never had one box that was different from another. As for the taste, it's been embedded in my body. For me, the flavor is succinctly cheesy, and while, yes, noticeably artificial, I think it's a good kind of unique that makes it stand out, at least in my mind. I certainly haven't had a better one yet, but that's why I'm doing this. I have to know if anything can even compete. My doubts are pretty high. Honestly, I expect to be thoroughly disappointed by the other ones I'm going to try. especially frozen ones. I have very, very high doubts about frozen ones. But we'll see. The way the Alfredo melds into this kind of slop once it thickens up is iconic. It's the kind of texture that reminds you what you're eating. It's not the real stuff, but it's got its own niche that I can't really say anything bad about. The only thing this Alfredo falls a little flat on is if you don't eat it at the time it gets made. Leave it out for too long or store it in the refrigerator and it'll harden up a bit too much into a solid mass, and reheating it doesn't help that very much. You'll never get back that freshly made texture. But honestly, if a box of Pasta Roni isn't all getting eaten at the time it's made, why were you making Pasta Roni in the first place? Speaking of eating the entire box in one go, did you know that the 2 cups of pasta in the fettuccine Alfredo is a half cup less than the 2.5 cups of pasta in the Parmesan cheese flavor box? Oh, what's that? Why do I know that? Well, let me paint you a little picture here. As I stated, I've been eating Pasta Roni pretty much my entire life from the moment I could. I'd say about 70% of all the dinners in my household growing up had some kind of Pasta Roni with it as a side dish. As with myself, and I'm sure many others, the Alfredo was my mother's favorite. My mother's least favorite, on the other hand, was the Parmesan cheese one. So when the time came for one of these illustrious side dishes to be made, if my mother was making the Alfredo, she would complain about how much less there is than in the Parmesan. And if she was making the Parmesan, she would complain about the opposite. That happened just about every time without fail. So as a result, I became very familiar with the volume of these boxed pastas. Anyway, back to the Alfredo. Previously in my household, 1 box of Pasta Roni was usually dished out to 3 people. And it was an alright amount, divided up into 3. Honestly, I wouldn't split it much more than that if you want a substantial side. So in the end, I guess my mother was actually right. There could be a bit more in there. I mean, what happened to the half cup that the other one has? Why don't all the Pasta Ronis have a uniform amount? What is the Quaker Oats Company hiding from us? Hashtag Pasta Roni Gate. Get that trending. Big conspiracy. Get that up on screen. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Now, if you're an unabashed troglodyte like myself, you will have absolutely no problem eating an entire box of Pasta Roni all on your own. And as a solo mission, it is quite filling, so no problems there. For me, Pasta Roni Alfredo hits the spot almost like nothing else. It's probably something nostalgic acting on me, but I will not deny my desire to rate it very highly. For quality, this Alfredo gets a gorgeous, oh yeah, beautiful, gorgeous, oh.
Wow, Miles, you're really on about this Alfredo. It's gotta cost as much as a premium brand or something, right?
Wrong! No! It's goddamn Pasta Roni. It's $1 a box. Seriously. Unbelievable.
Oh, but Miles, you have to add your own milk and butter to make this. That means it's not actually $1.
Are you goddamn kidding me? No. What? You telling me you don't have some milk and butter lying around? Jesus Christ. Fine. Add 50 cents to the dollar for the 1/2 cup of milk and 3 goddamn tablespoons of butter you need. If you're so concerned about it, just get the garlic Alfredo. That one only needs 1 tablespoon of butter. Why? I don't know. Just more information the Quaker Oats Company is hiding from me. It just needs less for some reason. Who knows? Not me. Bottom line is, it's cheap. Really cheap. Even I can afford it. No complaining. Whew. Alright, that got pretty heated. Let's give this baby an overall score. Gorgeous quality for a cheap price? That's gotta be a good rating, right? Damn straight it is. I'm giving this guy a 9.5 out of 10 because I still have to clean the pot afterwards. Alright, calm down. But don't calm down for too long because it's time for the Well, I think we all know what's about to happen. Pasta Roni Fettuccine Alfredo. Get up there in the S tier, baby. You deserve it. You really do. Oh, you did great. Oh, it's so good. It's beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's cheap. It's what I love. He's all on up there. On at the top. That's what I'm talking about. Number 1, baby. Pasta Roni Fettuccine Alfredo. He's all the way. He's the best. He's just the best. Yes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yes. Yes. Well, I am so glad I got to start off this Alfredo review series the right way by recognizing Pasta Roni Alfredo for its greatness. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time for another creamy, cheesy review on the Alfred-o-Meter.